stuck in this booth.
Have you ever heard that term, flex your pecs?
Flex your pecs.
We're gonna blow this thing up in 2020.
Figure out what it is that they need to do to be better.
Know your responsibilities and what you're responsible for.
Are you in the bathtub? I'm like, get out of here, dude.
Do you go above and beyond for your customer?
Keynote on that sales thing, definitely.
And I would say it's elementary.
It's for the right pressure.
I'm an old fat white rapper, okay?
The Hackmaster.
He has.
Oh, no, I do have problems.
No, he has problems, but the mics were off.
Oh, good job.
Okay.
That's a really loaded question.
Only if you want to win.
Right.
Because I try to treat every relationship I make in our industry as a personal relationship.
Just like what Beyond the Surface is about.
Don't like to dig, get really good at it.
I love it.
Beyond the Service, tune in.
Yeah. Yep.
You and I were talking prior to us starting season 2 about what we really wanted to take, how we wanted to take Beyond the Service to another level, something that's a little bit more authentic for you and I, based on the life that we actually live. With social media, you only see snippets of people's lives. Most people really don't have any idea the life that we live, the people that we are, the integrity that we have, and the stresses and everything else that comes with you and I being small business owners, but husband and wife at the same time.
And the thing is because people only, you and I, we try to post, or I like posting stuff that excites me. So that is the stuff that I'm posting.
And that's
I'm not posting the shit that I'm pissed off about because I don't want to put that negative shit online because I don't want to discourage people all the time.
And this is why it is your individual social media platform.
Yeah, I don't have to do what people want me to do. Like literally, I feel like people are like, there's this model out there that I'm supposed to be this. I don't have to be anything. You don't have to be anything. They don't have to be anything.
I think the only thing that you and I have to be is true to ourselves.
And that's it.
True to who we are, true to our values. And I think that you and I have done a great job doing that. But I do think that you and I are constantly faced with criticism, critique with people in our immediate lives, people on social media.
And those people, like you said, they literally have zero idea what we actually do and the struggles that we have and the fights that we get into about business and how to deal with employees, how to deal with these problem customers, what's the best course of action for any of this stuff.
I feel like
there's no template made for all this shit.
I feel like the issues that you and I even have in our marriage, with you and I fighting and arguing, the majority of things that you and I fight about are business related things.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's never about our personal lives.
Very rarely is it. You and I were just talking about how when we were dating, we never had any issues when we were dating. Not like things were perfect. Not like we had a fairy tale relationship.
Right.
I still don't think we have a fairy tale relationship, but we have an authentic, real relationship.
Right.
And that's
How
why.
long do you think each episode's going to be?
10 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna cut down the loop, so I'm gonna make it 17 minutes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and I have an authentic relationship. We don't ever pretend like our life is perfect. We don't pretend like we have all the answers. Even with our show, Beyond the Service, I don't think that we're necessarily 100% correct about everything, but these are the things that have worked for us. And we've learned based on falling on our asses. We've learned from getting in huge arguments where you and I won't talk for days because we're disappointed or upset with each other about business related things. And that's really unfair for us to do to each other. But yeah, we're husband and wife, but we're also business partners.
And the thing is that with those arguments, we're fighting for the same result. And either way it goes, we're going to get that same result. And that's what I see a lot of us arguing about these things that we're ultimately going to have the same result at the end. Because we will make either way happen no matter what.
That was disgusting.
It was so gross.
You're disgusting.
Good thing you didn't smell it.
Yeah. life is not easy. Being a business owner is not easy. Being in the trades is definitely not easy. I mean, you constantly have to be thinking, am I operating legally? Am I operating ethically? I mean, we have paid $20,000 almost every year since we've been in business to lawyers just to make sure our paperwork is accurate, just to make sure HR is taken care of. And, our primary business is in California, and the laws in California change, I swear, every 2 weeks based on somebody's individual circumstance. And it's stressful. I carry a lot of the weight and the burden doing that HR type of stuff or the operations type of stuff, but you also carry the burden and the mental stress and physical stress of performing the actual technical work itself. And I don't ever overlook that. I've seen you come home with your hands aching, and you're like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. People think that just because you don't share what's hard,
I don't.
People think that just because you don't share what's hard or what's going on,
the shadow's not good or what? Okay.
That maybe you're just a piece of shit. But the thing is like, oh, look at that sexy guy.
I got holes in my head?
It's from the green in the hat.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah. But I just recently, you took this time off to get your nose fixed. And from the day I met you, you've had this problem. And you were like, I'm not going to take the time off. I'm not going to do anything for myself, to where then I have to force you to do something for yourself. And that's hard. You have always taken your time to make sure the family's taken care of. I'm taken care of, the kids are taken care of in those type of ways.
Well, you got to bring the money in, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You are a producer.
Yep.
You're a producer.
Absolutely.
I contribute to the business in other ways, but I'm not actually producing the direct income.
Yep.
I just make sure the
You're
income
keeping
is
it.
being collected, being processed, and maintained so that we don't lose our ass,
Yep.
and we can stay in business and we can continue to provide jobs.
Yeah. And that's the hard thing too is, Danny came to me the other day and he's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm all right. And he's like, no,
how is John Thompson doing?
yeah. And I'm like, it's shitty. It's hard, man. And I wish that, every day I would just want to say, give up and stop all the business, stop all the stuff. And he's like, then just do it. I'm like, no. And he's like, why? I'm like, cause then you won't have a place that you can work at that you actually enjoy and that you want to be at. We do it. I think that in my head, we do it for our staff members that have dedicated their lives to what we are doing.
We have amazing employees.
And
every single one of them.
And they deserve the dedication in return.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what that takes.
But because of them, it's really given you and I opportunities to now finally, 8 years later, take time off to where now you can get your nose surgery. You can finally do something for yourself, and you and I aren't having mental breakdowns and screaming and crying and anxiety that, like, I can't take the time off because I can't leave my employees hanging or I have to serve my customer. I mean, it comes from us really empowering our employees to act on our behalf in our absence so that we can have a life.
You
and
look
they
like a
can
glowing
have a life.
angel. Look at you.
I am the glowing angel. You didn't know that?
Blondes are
Seriously,
This
look
is
at
what I
light
look
on
at her.
this camera.
She's a glowing angel. Hold on, he's in the backlight, but wait
at Andrew.
wait till Andrew leaves.
Andrew, where are you? Get
Oh
back
my
in here.
gosh, there you go. You're glowing. You're glistening.
My nose is crooked. I think this is a good side for me because of my crooked face right here.
Yeah, because of your surgery. It's funny. We always have the best conversations before we record.